Hey YouTube, this is Brandon over at the Edge Pro, and I oversee the clipper repair as well as customer care that we do here. Love to be able to help place an order for you, help figure out what you're needing in your order, or figure out what's going on with your clipper. So any way that we can help, we'd love to do that. Today we're going to talk about how to set the blade on your ANDIS Master properly. The ANDIS Master has a really interesting technology to it, and so there's a very specific way to set the blade to get the most out of your tool. And so let's head on over to the repair desk and see if we can figure that out. Alright, we're back over at the repair station, and today we're going to be talking about setting the blade on the ANDIS Master. The ANDIS Master is an electromagnetic tool, is the technology that it's made of. And basically that's just a really big word to say that this is a magnet, and the way that it works is it charges up and pulls this arm over, and that's what makes the blade move. And so because that's a very unique design, it's not unique in the barber world, but we see it all the time in the barber world. Don't see it very often in the grooming world. And with that, we have to set up the blade a specific way, otherwise you can instantly lose power and lose, essentially what you're losing is stroke. And so what we're going to do is teach you here how to get that set up correctly. So the first thing is, on this cutter piece, you have two little prongs sticking up, and those are going to wrap around these two little forks right here in the clipper. And so what we're going to do is we hook one side right there, we hook that side, and then I'm pulling it over towards the housing so I can hook the other side. If it just slides on and slides off really easy, what we have is that these two forks here have been squeezed together too far, and we need to spread them out. And so what we'll do is we'll take a screwdriver, a slotted screwdriver in here, and just twist it sideways to spread those forks back apart, and that's going to allow us to hold on to this cutter. So we get the cutter on, again we're hooking this side, pulling it over to the other side like that, and then we're going to put the comb on. I'm going to go ahead and get these screws in. We're going to pause the video, we'll be right back. Alright, so we have the blade screwed on, and we just have the screws set really loose so I can move this blade all around. What happens in an electromagnetic tool is every time the clipper is turned off, this arm has springs that are pushing it over, so that this very last tooth of the cutter right here is always going to be to the left on an ANDIS. It's going to be different on a wall. We'll talk about that in another video if you guys like this one. But we always need to get that cutter moved up so that it's finishing its final stroke. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and move this comb around so that we can get that cutter to line up right here on this very last tooth where it's finishing that stroke. You can get a good shot of that. So now, once that's set up, the only other thing we're going to do is make sure that the setback from the tip out here down to the cutter right there is nice and straight. So that far side needs to come up just a little bit. We make sure that this side's still set up nicely. There we go. And now we're ready to tighten it in, tighten it down, and we're going to be good to clip and have full stroke. This is something you can buy a new blade, and if it's put on your clipper wrong, you can instantly lose stroke, and it's going to feel like you're losing power. It's going to not go through the hair quite as quickly, and so those are going to be some issues that you would run into if this blade is not set up correctly. So once it's set up correctly, you should be able to cut and should be able to experience all the effects of a new blade. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and subscribe. Fill out the comment section below. Let us know what you've experienced with your clippers. We'd love to be able to help you and also use the information for what videos we should do next. Thank you.